You know, there's a lot of different ways that you can tell that summer is coming. People are starting to wear a little less clothing as they've taken off the winter jackets and put them in the closet. You can see barbecues are being lit up in neighborhoods across cities. People are in a better mood. And if you go to your local theater, the summer blockbusters have arrived. And leading the way is the Avengers, the Age of Ultron, the second Avengers movie, and the umpteenth Marvel movie. Now, several years ago when the first Avengers came out, I was like a kid in a candy store. Are you kidding me? The Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Captain America all together on the big screen, fighting together. Loved it. Didn't disappoint. It was absolutely fantastic. And then I wanted to see the second one. I'm like, I can't wait to see the next one. But then you had to, because then you had Iron Man 3. You had Thor: The Dark World. And then you had Captain America: Winter Soldier. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the wait is over. The next Avengers movie is now finally hit the big screen. And it's a little different than the first one. For example, in the first movie, we had to wait a little while before the Avengers were all on screen together, before they assembled. But in this movie, from the jump, they're all fighting together. We see them going to take down the last Hydra informant. And when they do, they get Loki's scepter. So, you think to yourself, okay, well, Thor's going to take the scepter, he's going to go back to Asgard, and everything's going to be good. But wait. Tony Stark has this brilliant idea. Let me see what I can do with this scepter. Well, Tony, I'll tell you what you did. What you did was you unleashed the beast that is Ultron. Now, Ultron is fantastically voiced by James Spader. James Spader has such, and this is a compliment, but James Spader has such an amazing, sinister, snarky, sarcastic, kind of, evil voice when he wants it to be. I'm surprised he hasn't been scooped up for more voice work. He probably will be after this. And Ultron is the ultimate badass. And along on his side, he's got twins, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen, my favorite Olsen twin. They play Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, respectively, who have their own bone to pick with the Avengers. Now, of course, everyone's back. You've got Chris Evans is back as Captain America, still thinking, we've got to do good and we've got to be, great people and great citizens. Thor's still back, flexing his muscles, and that's Chris Hemsworth. You've got Scarlett Johansson showing that women can be as tough as men, because I wouldn't want to mess with her, as Black Widow. Of course, Tony Stark, played by Robert Downey Jr., who I would interview, but he might get up and walk out on me. That's a joke too soon. Anyways, as well as Bruce Banner, played again by Mark Ruffalo, who, again, my favorite Hulk. This movie is fantastic on so many different levels. It was so entertaining. I can't necessarily say I loved it as much as the first one. And I think part of that is the fact that with the first one, it's like you're seeing them all together for the first time. But now, because you've seen them on screen so often, that aspect of it was taken away, I think, a little bit. But it was still very exciting. And this is the way, again, like I said, the first summer blockbuster. So I'm finding myself clapping and cheering and really excited about things that are going on in the big screen. Jeremy Renner's back as Hawkeye, and he's got a pretty interesting subplot. And there's also a will they or won't they, a little romantic interlude between Scarlett Johansson's character and one of the Avengers. I found the ending was a little flat. That's just my opinion. Other people might disagree. But it's definitely set up for future Marvel movies. One of the things that I love about Marvel over DC, because that's always where the comparison is that Marvel to me has a plan. They know what they're doing, and it's everything's scripted out, and the blueprint just seems fantastic. Unfortunately, though, this was Joss Whedon's last helm in a Marvel movie. Of course, he's the director of the last two Avengers movies. So we're not going to be seeing Joss Whedon direct these movies anymore. And that's probably a good thing, because he probably needs a break, because these movies have to be a huge undertaking. So many different things flying around in this movie, so many different strings to pull together. And if you see it, and I'm hoping that you do, you'll know what I mean. I'm giving this movie a B+. Not as good, as I said, as the first Avengers movie, but again, still an extremely fun, entertaining movie. If you're looking for that summer blockbuster, and this is what this movie is all about, you're not going to be disappointed. If you have an opportunity to checking out this movie, I'd love to hear what you think about it. For me, probably the most entertaining character was Elizabeth Olsen, mainly because of the fact that she was a fresh character and because I think she's probably one of the most underrated young actresses working today. And if you've seen her other work, you'll know what I'm talking about. I hope you get a chance to see this. Tell me what you think. Drop me a line, CFL_fan, Facebook.com/WittyWhittier and WittyWhittier.com. I appreciate you taking the time to check out this blog, and until next time, I'll see you at the movies.